Hello guys, Centurion here, and today I'll be talking about Xbox's best servers for DayZ 1.21. Now, yes, you're just going to say DayZ 1.21 ain't released yet, but after playing a lot of experimental DayZ, I think I know the best servers that you can play, both from hardcore to PvP to organized PvP and so on, so you can get the experience that you want for 121. Now, obviously these are my opinion. I'm going to say these are the best that you may think, but these are ones I enjoyed the most, and I think will be a perfect fit for the new update. So without further ado, let me introduce you to the first server on the list. Now, 100x Battlequest is owned by the 100x community. They are partnered with HCC 1P, which will be on the list as well, which is because these servers are actually very good. Now, Battlequest is a 70 slot server. It's very similar if you ever played Conquest, however, it's a change. Instead of actually having just different teams, it's all based on realistic actual unit military factions. In this right now, it's Ukraine and Russia, so it's all based on semi-realistic kits and semi-realistic weapons to the counterparts used by both sides. There's 5 points up and down the map that you have to fight for, with all of them bar one is the same. So it's very easy to go ahead and have an enjoyable experience, PvP and other people. But then again, if you hit to checkpoint 3, which is a big ATC in the centre, all the way down by Crossdale Cap, near the island at the bottom, you can go ahead and grab yourself some more of the higher tier weapons. For example, the M4 with 60 round magazines. Now, to get down there, you're going to have to go ahead and take all the caps or go around and try and avoid being killed. In my opinion, this server is very fun, as well as a very friendly community. The ability to share videos, join other players in parties, and just have an enjoyable experience. 100% would recommend if you like just a big faction server. The next on the list is HC1PP, and I have a video of this coming out very soon. It'll probably be out on Friday, and this is a hardcore server with a little bit extra added on top. So it's not exactly super hard to find food, and not super hard to find guns and stuff like traditional hardcore servers, but it is only just slightly boosted from that morality, so you will have to go out finding stuff, and also it's going to take you time to actually get used to the server. I enjoyed the server personally, as it gives a different experience, and it's something I would 100% recommend if you liked an event every single day. These usually offer stuff like guns, explosives, ammunition, landmines, and so on to get you a little bit of ahead of other factions. Now, speaking of which, factions are offered on this server, and they also come with your usual stuff, like obviously armbands, a role dedicated to your name within the Discord. As well, on top of this, the server also offers kill feed, and like I said, events pretty much every day, and if it's not every day, it's usually every other day. I 100% would recommend if you like to go ahead and have a faction server that's a bit more hardcore and doesn't offer every other faction a goddamn radar, because I tell you now, there's a lot of people out there who don't like one. Now, if you know my channel and you've been around for a good while, you would know that I made a video, I think almost 2 updates ago, and it was on a server called A&O. And since then, I've made 15 videos on this server. And there's a reason why. This faction server slash PvP server is probably one of the best I've played so far. Although yes, it's a boosted server and you can find trucks and cars very easily, as well as everything you need to build a base, weapons included, you can go ahead and get just an enjoyable experience just playing this server. Now, yes, like I said, it's a boosted server. It's not a low pop server, and it's not a, well, to say the least, it's not a server that I would play if you're on a solo, because it is very easy to get killed because there's a lot of good players, and also just setting up is also very easy. And if you want a harder experience, it's definitely not the one, because you can just literally go and find an M4 very quickly and get PvPing and doing stuff you enjoy. Now, the reason why I'm including this one, isn't, even though I'll just give it some criticism, is the fact that if you want a good experience playing DayZ, not having to worry about finding things to go do raids, not having to go and do a lot of looting to get set up, this is 100% the server you want to be playing. If you don't want a hardcore experience, this is where it is. Because being able to get on a server and just play and have a fun time, and just be able to set up a base and go to bed knowing that you've gotten a lot and you can just wake up in the morning and do a raid when you want to, this is it. This one I mentioned before also, and there's a reason for it. Project Lemon's Zagoria is probably one of the coolest servers I've played in a very long time. This server has been pretty much completely customized, and I think this has given it a whole new experience. It's like hopping on DayZ PC, downloading a mod pack that's for a map, and playing a new map. Even though this is based on obviously Chernarus, because that is in South Zagoria, this map has been completely changed. It is pretty much not the same as you would originally find it on just a normal server. And I think this is one thing you gotta give props to the ownership team for, and especially Lemon himself, because without this man, this server would be not as it is at all. And just playing it feels like a completely new experience, as if you just loaded DayZ for the first time. Be careful though, this server is a completely vanilla server with the addition of new and different areas dotted about the map. You just got to be careful, because food is very scarce, weapons are very scarce, people are dangerous, and if you do end up getting to the point where you built your own base and obviously got set up and, well, you've got and settled down, you can be raided at any time. There is pretty much no rules on this server apart from some raid rules to prevent glitching and so on, because this server is a completely different experience. You can get raided at any time, and you also got to make sure that you're in tip-top health condition. Anyway, that is it for this video, guys. I'll see you soon.